Tuesday, January 22nd in Washington, D.C. The San Jose Sharks play their final game prior to the 2019 NHL All-Star break.
That was an important game. We were running on fumes a little bit. Our schedule was catching up to us. You know, you don't get into the hotel until almost 3:30 a.m. and you're playing the next night.
Through the first 2 periods of play, the Sharks and Capitals combined for 10 goals.
Couture scores! Push nets on. Back across, Ovechkin scores! The hat trick!
With 10 minutes left before a 10-day break, the Sharks find themselves down by 2 goals when Tomas Hertl pots his second of the night.
Couture again. At the side, the one-timer, they score!
Now down by 1, with less than a second left in the game, Evander Kane ties it.
They score! Evander Kane ties the game!
Heading to overtime, Tomas Hertl takes the game into his own hands, scoring the game winner and completing the hat trick.
Couture, back to Tomas, score!
For us to dig deep and come back in that game and go into the break with a win, I think was real important for our mindset so that we could enjoy the break, but also I think that led into how we came out of the break and how we played, you know, once we got back 10 days later.
While the majority of the Sharks take the 2019 NHL All-Star break to rest, the city of San Jose played host, becoming the center of the hockey world for the weekend.
The All-Star game was fun. You know, just with the weekend being in San Jose, I think we were looking forward to it. It was pretty special, being able to have a lot of family around and familiar with the city, and it's just a special weekend to kind of celebrate the game. And it was pretty cool when we got on the ice. You could hear the extra cheers and the excitement in the crowd, and during the game was, you know, it was pretty cool to experience that.
After a 10-day break, the Sharks are back, recharged and ready for the second half of the season.
You know, I think we knew we had one of the toughest schedules in the league to that point. I think we were looking forward to the break. We wanted to use it to recharge and get ready for the stretch.
Back on the ice at the SAP Center, the Sharks play host to the Coyotes. And for the second game in a row, the game goes to overtime.
What a goal! Brent Burns and the Sharks win it in overtime!
Brent Burns' overtime winner is exactly what the team needed to propel them out of the All-Star break. The following day, the Sharks head out on the road for a tough 4-game trip through Western Canada, a gauntlet of games they will have to go through without star defenseman Erik Karlsson, who continues to battle a lower body injury.
Well, it tested our depth because when he went out, he was playing the best hockey, you know, that he's played here. I thought our depth guys did a real good job. You know, everybody did a little bit more, and I think at that point we were comfortable that we could get the job done without Erik in the lineup. I think we just rolled out of the break into that trip, you know, feeling good about ourselves.
He's got Pavelski 2-on-1. Burns the pass. Pavelski scores! They did it again! 3 straight.
It was just I guess a perfect way to start that trip as far as finding a way to win, and, you know, gave us a little confidence to get our game going, and we had a few more really good teams coming up on that trip.
On the heels of their 3rd straight overtime victory, the Sharks head to Calgary for arguably their biggest game of the season.
All right, fellas, here we go. Let's move our feet here and play fast. These are the games you play for, okay? Your energy levels should be nice and high. Knees, hucks behind them, and let's go to work. Come on.
Still a hockey
The
game.
Flames jump out to an early 1-0 lead, but then the Sharks respond 3 times in 90 seconds and never look back.
How'd that go in?
We knew the importance of the game. We were trying to hunt them down. They had a pretty significant lead in the standings, and you know, if we don't win that game, that lead's probably insurmountable.
Good job.
The Sharks continue through Western Canada with games in Edmonton and Vancouver. They win both, sweeping the road trip and becoming only the 6th team in NHL history to do so.
This thing sucks. No. Crazy.
The Sharks are on a 6-game winning streak, and the mood is good as they board their plane back to San Jose.
Oh my gosh.
Back in the Bay for a 3-game homestand, Team Teal splits the first 2 before hosting the Bruins on President's Day. After going down 3-0 early, the Sharks are searching for a spark when legendary veteran Joe Thornton steps up.
I mean, he's a legend. He's so good at the game of hockey. It's stupid. He's pushing 40 years old. He still controls the game.
Pavelski will wait. Give it to Thornton. He'll shoot.
Well, it was iconic to score 3 goals in a game against the team that drafted him first overall 20 years ago. It's an incredible night.
When you see a guy like him have success like that, kind of lead the team and get a hat trick, I mean, you just want to win that game that much more. And there's some things that happened during the game which were kind of out of our team's control, but at the end of the day, it was just another day for Jumbo, which we're just happy to see for him.
There is no doubt that the Sharks are beginning to hit their stride. Looking forward, there will be an inevitable push for the playoffs. So just prior to the trade deadline, Sharks GM Doug Wilson makes a couple of moves. First, claiming former Shark Michael Haley off waivers, and then trading for Swedish sniper Gustav Nyquist from the Red Wings.
You're always looking for a reliable veteran guy that's been through the playoff wars. You can't have enough of those guys come playoff time. So I like our group. I'm comfortable that we can play with anybody if we stay healthy and we play to our potential.